MVV2. This is by DovPo. This is a variable voltage mod. This does not have any of the screens or different types of settings, temperature control and all that. It's basically a variable voltage device. So you're just going to set your potentiometer and you're going to fire the mod, and that's about it. No very special features to it. It's not going to give you a whole bunch of different settings. You don't have to worry about that. As long as you know about the potentiometer, you're going to be fine. This does have the ability to go up to 200 watts. I would never suggest that for anybody who is not familiar with like Ohm's law, battery safety and things like that. And it also depends on the resistance of your build. So let's go ahead and go down. We're going to take a look at it. I'm going to show you the mod in itself, what it comes with, and then we're going to come back up. We're going to vape on it and talk a little bit more pros and cons. So let's go ahead and go down and look at the MVV2 by DovPo. Okay, so here we are with the MVV2 by DovPo. This is the package that it comes in. It gives you a little bit of the kit contents here. You've got your scratch off authenticity, and then inside the box, you're gonna get your mod. In addition to that, you're gonna be getting your battery safety card. Please be careful that your batteries are definitely perfect. You don't want any type of rips or tears or anything like that. It's going to get a QC pass card. You're also going to have the ways to contact them via social media. So it's going to have all the information there. And then you're going to get a really, really simple user guide. This is basically what it is here. On this side, you will get your specifications if you want to go ahead and pause the video for that. It's also got some of the warnings or safety features on it. On the back, you're going to get your battery level information. You're going to get your safeties and warnings. It's going to tell you here your resistance versus the wattage, the max wattage and things like that. So it's going to tell you, give you a little bit of information, which I really like that they included this, so that you have your recommended initial settings or equivalent wattages based off of the potentiometer, which I'm going to be showing you. So really, really easy user manual. You're also going to get this Type-C charging cable. Whenever you have removable batteries, I never recommend to charge your batteries within the mod, but they did provide this Type-C charging cable. And then we've got the star of the show, which is actually the MVV2 by DovPo. Now, this is one of the color variations. They've actually got 3 different styles. They've got Hanya, Dragon, Samurai, and then the Skulls and Roses, which I do have the Skulls and Roses. And this is what it looks like. Now, on the top, you do have a spring-loaded 510. Very, very nice and springy. And then on this side, you've got your fire button. You've got your LED indicator, which is going to show you your battery level as well as your potentiometer. On this side, you do not have anything except for this little word that says open, and it's going to be here for you to open up the battery door. When you open up the battery door, you've got this door right here. It does have like a little bit of a protection here, and you've got 2 magnets. They are within this little plastic piece here. They're not visible. On the inside here, this is where your USB port is, your Type-C charging port is. It says DovPo, and then you've got your battery. I really wish that these were like indicated in white, but they're not. But they are kind of easy to see. So you've got your positive and negative here, your negative and positive there, and then it's got this battery strap here to help you. Very, very easy. It doesn't mess up your batteries at all, which I really, really like. So I'm going to go ahead and put these in. So positive up first. Oh, these are very springy, by the way. So you want to press them from down and then push it in. And then you're going to just wrap your sleeve. You're going to do negative on this side. So you're going to put in the bottom first and then like that. Very, very easy to put on. And the batteries hold really, really well. There's absolutely no wiggle room whatsoever. It lays flush in the side. On the bottom, there's nothing. And again, this is what it looks like. Now, this is a variable voltage type of device, meaning that it is regulated by this potentiometer. It does not have wattage per se, but it does do a maximum of 200 watts. Now, it is, again, indicated as a potentiometer. The potentiometer does go from 1 to 5. In my opinion, it's about 50 watts for each level. So it's going to start on 0, which is right here, your 1, then 50, 100, 150, and 200 watts right there. Now, again, it's really based off of voltage, not necessarily wattage. So one thing I do recommend is knowing your Ohm's law and definitely your battery safety. This does require some very good batteries, not cheap batteries, and definitely the batteries that are in good condition to have the best of vaping experience with this device. It's very, very simple, variable voltage. That's about it. All you need to do is you slap on an atomizer, whether it be an RDA or a tank. It doesn't matter what you put on there. You just want to be careful with your wattage. Now, if it is a sub-ohm tank, as I'm putting on here, if you go too high, you will burn out your coil very, very fast. To move the potentiometer, you can either use your nail to move it, or you can use a screwdriver. Depending on the day or on my nails, it might turn this way, or you can actually use even your tweezer. So I've actually used my tweezer for this before. It does scroll really, really easily, no matter what you're using. So I usually run it right about there with the type of coils that I have. This is about the level. Now, again, this is your LED indicator. So when you press the fire button, it's actually going to indicate. Also, when you first put on your atomizer, it'll also indicate, it'll flash one time. It does have 3 different color variations. You've got green, yellow, and red, and they are based off of the voltage. So you can actually determine the amount of battery based off of your voltage. So that is going to determine the level of your battery, and your battery is draining. Basically, you want to remember that green is full, yellow, you're about halfway with your battery, and then red, you definitely want to go ahead and change out your batteries. That's the simple version. It does have this nice clicky fire button, and this does fire rapidly. Being that it is a variable voltage device, it is not fully regulated, but it does have a lot of safety features in it. Well, as soon as you hit this fire button, it fires instantly. So I do like that. It does have this nice raised type of graphic design on it. Again, it does come in 3 different colors, which I'll be showing you up top. This is the skulls and roses. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this device. Let's go ahead and go on top. We'll take a vape and I'll give you my pros and cons. For anything, I'm going to go ahead and have a vape, and then we're going to talk more about it. I have the Valerian 2 tank on here, and I absolutely love the flavor of it. Plus it matches, so I had to do matchy. Okay, so back to the mod. Now this is an upgraded version of their original MVV mod. I never did receive that one, so I can't really compare it to something that I didn't see in person or use in person, but I'm going to tell you what I can see from this actual device. I have used variable voltage devices before and PWM boxes and things like that, and this is very similar in that nature. The one thing that this does have that a lot of them don't is that it's super lightweight. Even with batteries in it, it's very, very light. I think the tank is heavier than the mod is with the batteries. So it's very, very light, and it's very, very simple. That to me is definitely a pro. Those 2 things definitely go hand in hand. Very simple. You've got a fire button, you've got a potentiometer, and then you've got an LED indicator. Nothing easier than that. It does take 2 18650 batteries. They are not included. And as I mentioned, I'm pretty sure I mentioned below, I do not recommend charging your batteries within a mod, even if it provides the charging cord, only because you're going to keep up the longevity of your batteries and your mod by charging them externally. That's why they have external chargers. So I do not recommend charging it within the mod. That's just my little spiel about that. Again, this is just my opinion. You can do whatever you want, but I recommend definitely. I have batteries that last and last because of the fact that I do take care of them and I charge them externally. So back to the mod. Variable voltage. I do recommend knowing something about Ohm's law and battery safety in order to use any type of variable voltage device. That is always something that I push towards the safety for my channel. That is something that I always recommend. If you do, you don't, that's on you, but I do recommend knowing that. It's going to help you, especially when it comes to resistance and different types of builds and different types of voltage that you want for the builds. It's going to give you a lot of help in that sense. Now, I do recommend always starting low and then going gradually up. I would never just go ahead and put something on top, turn it way up, and go ahead and vape on it. I definitely recommend you not doing that. That is a big no-no. I personally do not use between 2 and 3 on here. That's just my recommended settings. Those are, I mean, to me, it doesn't really say it in the book. It doesn't really say it online, but for me, it's about 50 to 70 watts for each number. So level 2 would be about 50 to 70 watts. Level 3 would be about 100 to 140, I want to say. Or 100, you know, around there. So you definitely want to just gauge it by when you're using it. Don't start off really, really high. Make sure that your potentiometer is turned down and then raise it up gradually based off of the comfort of your vape. That is my definite recommendation to this. Now, the box in itself is very, very well made. I think that they make absolutely amazing products. I have not found a DovPo product that I do not like, and this is definitely one of the ones that I do. I love the fact that it's lightweight, and it's just, I think that it. I love the design on it, to be totally honest with you. I'm not even gonna lie. I love this design. It does come in 3 different color variations or design variations. I'm gonna show you those right here. So you do have the Henya, and then you've got the Dragon Samurai, and then of course you've got the Skulls and Roses. I think that it's got really, really great craftsmanship, and I really like that. Very, very simple to use. You don't have to worry about any type of menus. You don't have to worry about any type of settings. You don't have to worry about temperature control or, you know, bypass or anything like that. It's basically working off of your batteries. So your resistance, your batteries, those are really, really important on a device like this. Very, very lightweight. It does have some protections. It's actually got low voltage protection, overheat protection, overtime protection, battery reverse protection, and also short circuit protection. So it does have a lot of protections on here. So it's not a full unregulated device. It is semi-regulated because it does have those safety features in it. So it does have a chip in it in order to provide those protections for you. Now for me, I love this design. It doesn't really bother me, but for some it might. So that would be a semi-con for those of you that would not like something like this. So I really would, for me, I would have liked for them to come out with the 3 designs that they did, but maybe a couple plain designs as well, maybe in like carbon fiber or some other design, just to cater to those that don't like a full-on artsy design like this. So that to me would be like a subjective con, not really a con, but just a suggestion for them. Other than that, I really don't have anything else to really say about this. It's got instant fire. As soon as you press that button, it fires instantly, which is definitely something that a variable voltage device will do. It's not going to give you any type of delay because it's not doing any readings or anything like that. It's basically working off of your batteries. So you do want to make sure that your batteries are in pristine condition when using this device. I have found it for about $35, which is a really, really great deal. Again, it doesn't come with a tank or anything. It only comes with the mod, but it's a really, really great deal for something that you want that's just variable voltage, very, very simple, very easy to use, and you just want something to lug around. You don't want something too heavy. This is definitely a good device. Again, dual 18650s. The batteries do not come with them. You would have to have them separately. Another thing is that it does have the battery indication based off of the lighting. When you fire it, it's going to go down to red when it's about time to go ahead and change out your batteries. Another thing on this is going to be 5 clicks on, 5 clicks off. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now it's off. It's actually going to just go ahead and go through all those colors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it turns back on. If I can count. There you go. And if it just cycles through the colors and then it comes back up and it's green, because I do have fully charged batteries in here. So yeah, so that's pretty much it. The dimensions are 91 by 53 by 27 millimeters across. So it will hold up to, I'd say, about a 28. This is actually a 29 millimeter Addy, and it fits it absolutely perfect with no overhang. So I do like that as well. Another pro I want to give this is the fact that the 510 is centered. I do like that, and that it's got this little notch for you if you want to hold it there. I don't know. I'm a thumb firer, so it really doesn't make any difference to me. It also sits perfectly flush. When you sit it down, it's not tipping over or anything like that. So I think that that's also a plus. I really don't have much to say. Definitely you need to know your battery safety. I would definitely encourage you to learn something about Ohm's Law if you're going to use a device like this. I'll leave the links down below for the Ohm's Law and for the battery safety links that you can actually watch. Battery Mooch is absolutely amazing when it comes to battery safety. So definitely check him out. And yeah, that's pretty much it for my review. DovPo did send this to me my way for review. Thank you so much for sending it my way. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I love variable voltage devices. I have quite a few, and this one is just amazing. I like the simplicity of it, and I think that you would too. So let me know down below, do you like the designs that these come with? Would you have preferred something that's more plain or solid? Let me know your opinion down below, and I will see you in the next one.